Hey y'all, so I decided to go ahead and record today. I have a plan on starting this garden by any means necessary. So if you guys are new to my channel, I used to go by Miss Christian, but now I have changed my channel name and I am restarting back from where I should have never left. And in my last video, I talked about how I know I'm not restarting from scratch. This time I am restarting from just wisdom that I've gained along the way about distractions. So I have a patio here, so anybody who think that you need acreage and all of that to be self-sufficient, I'm really about to be living proof that you don't, and I'm taking you on my journey. It was so many times that I would get wrapped up in the I don't have a backyard, I don't have this, I don't have that, and well, basically not do anything. So I haven't posted on this channel other than yesterday. Was my first YouTube video that I posted in over a year. So I decided to go ahead. Everything was in my mind saying that I didn't feel like recording. I was making up excuses, all of this stuff. But today is literally the perfect weather. So it's like if you can't do what you need to do in the perfect weather, then you just never gonna do it. You're gonna make excuses. So I'm not gonna ramble. I'll probably put a clip over it so y'all can see like what I'm working with, the space that I'm working with. It's a really decent, nice space. I read a quote today by Maya Angelou, and it said, if you don't like your current situation, change it. If you can't change it, then change the way you think about it. And I was like, that's amazing. Like I've always heard that beginning part, but that ending part of changing the way you think about it, because at the end of the day, it is a mindset thing. So right here, if I can get y'all straightened out, this is, I don't even know what this is called, like some type of raised patio garden bed that I had bought over a year ago. And you see that the weeds have pretty much taken over this space. So I'm going to start prepping for fall. I'm starting off slow. I'm not trying to overwhelm myself, because I think that's something that we all do, is we start, the big ideas come, but then we don't pace ourselves and we overwhelm ourselves. This is something that I think that a lot of people will want, and it's like I have it, and then I'm literally letting the weeds take over it. So let's start using what we have around the house, and what we think we don't have, we actually have plenty if we change our mindset. So I have these racks, these kitchen racks. I don't know what I'm going to use them for yet. If you guys have any suggestions, hopefully it's in frame. But if you guys have any suggestions what I can use these for, let me know. They may be a good source for drying out potatoes when I get to planting potatoes. But I have that. And then you have this soil. It's so many weeds over here, y'all. It's this potting soil that I have. I'm debating on if I want to use this or not. I'm just go ahead and use it since I have it, and not to waste it. But I don't know. Like, you guys, I was really, really on my homesteading journey, really on my, trying to gain self-sufficiency journey. And so this was something that I had bought, but I don't know if this is for, I don't know if it's really for vegetables, or if it's for, like how they have on here, like flowers and different things. So this was something that I wasn't being mindful of. It says, planting mix, but it may not be for fruits and like vegetables and herbs and food. So I may not use that. because it really didn't give me any of a good yield. Let's bring y'all up here a little bit. Just like I said, this has just been a spot to collect. This is a broken umbrella. This is how life goes. Like, I try my hardest to get this tripod to not fall down. I don't know if y'all see the lighting change. I'm in Indiana, so the weather changes just that quick. Where my son went away, but that's fine because it's very, very nice out here. Fall is my favorite. So look, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I had the best intentions. So what was this? This was a rose. So I guess I had wanted to have a flower. I don't know, but I don't know. Do I throw this away? Do I keep it? Like, do I use this in the, like, just crumble it all up and use it as organic matter, or what do I do with stuff like this? So let's just set that over there. Sorry y'all for me getting up all in the camera. Move that too. I have a little bucket. It's like, we had a really, really horrible winter here. So this is a little caboodle. And I don't know, it looked like some stuff was growing. I don't know if y'all could see. It looked like some stuff was growing because I think I did plant in here, but I literally don't know if this is just weeds or what. But this is all from here. This is a glass that's broke. Like, I literally use this thing. Been just using it as a trash bin. You know, sometimes we take what we have for granted. Until we get back focused and really look at all the distractions and say, wow, I was taking a lot of that for granted, and you know, we're coming back to it. So this is realistic, not pretty at all. This was something that, like, look, I just pulled it out, but it's all I don't know what I was growing here, but yeah, I didn't label anything, or like I said, it's been over a year, so maybe the labels came off. But this is something good to use, so I'm just gonna dump this out because I don't know what's in it. I really am sketchy on even using, I think I was like growing some herbs, I don't even remember, but I'm kind of sketchy on using the soil because I don't know exactly what I was growing, and I don't know what has started to grow, so I don't want something getting taken over by weeds. So you know what, I'm not even going to keep the, I'm not even going to keep that rose that I was growing. I'm even going to keep this as or like reusable matter. I'm going to just start over, and I'm throwing everything away. You know, sometimes it's easier to just start over fresh than to second guess and all of that. Like, this thing really had roots. Like, I've been growing something, but it ain't food. Like, it's a really, whatever this is, look, it rooted a lot, whatever this is. So y'all let me know if, you know, this is content that you guys like. Let me get a trash bag, because like I said, I'm starting over, and it's all about self-sufficiency. Like, so it's really about, I mean, I had to change my mindset, you know, and this is coming from a person who, I would say that I have a positive mindset. And I think others around me, you know, have told me that I have a positive mindset. But I believe that I started to believe that working on self-sufficiency and working on the what ifs or the just in case, growing just in case something was to happen and things like that, I started to tell myself like that if I focus on that, then that's probably what will happen. And so I need to stop focusing on that. I need to focus on living my life. I need to focus on, spending till I can't spend no more. I need to focus on, all of that. All of the things that really don't mean anything is what I need to focus on. And I started I don't know if you guys have this kind of mindset, but or this kind of person, but I'm the kind of person that I can really literally talk myself into or talk myself out of probably anything. I can reason with myself, even if, just to go the way that I want to go. And it's not saying that the distractions wasn't beneficial. I am a strong believer that God turns every single thing into good. So, what the enemy was used for distractions and delay, I feel like that God definitely would turn it around and make good of it. And so I've learned that this is not about lack. This is not about doing this for if you don't have. This is about doing this because you have, because you still have breath and life in your body. Something in my mind told me that this is going to cause the worst to happen. This is what my belief end up saying, that this was going to cause the worst to happen if I did this. If I did this. And when you look around, it's like, look, I don't think the worst is here, but the worst it's been happening. From when I said that, the worst has been happening. And I will say one thing. I have, during this time, I have vacation. I have done a lot to experience life. And God prevails. I'll do a lot more to experience life. And I just feel like that we shouldn't have to be spending so much money on food. It's just ridiculous. I did that grocery haul yesterday, and that was $100 and something, $118 that I had spent. That's ridiculous. So I believe there's just much more that the Most High want us to do with our resources than to be giving it away. Not being good stewards of it. No matter how much it is, no matter how much you have. You can steward it in a way that you probably never thought, because it's in a way you probably never looked to or thought of in a positive manner. This cracked a little bit right here, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm still going to keep it. And this was the inside of this one. And I don't know, like I said, you guys might be saying, oh my God, there's so much good soil that she's throwing away. Hey, it may be something in there that's going to ruin a whole bunch, like they say, how an apple is. So even this one cracked a little right there and a little right there. I'm still going to keep it. because everything else is like perfectly intact. So there's no need to get rid of that. And so now look, I have a perfectly good seed starter. Like I said, right now, only thing I'm going to start is cucumbers and lettuce. And I probably won't get to do the whole fall season because that's all I'm starting. But one thing all of this did do is I have good pots to grow into now. I don't know. I might even be able to start some seeds in this, even though it's broke. What y'all think? Or will the holes like be confusing and sprouts and stuff will start going through the holes? Y'all let me know. So I'm debating. Do y'all think I should leave this down here to just cover the bottom? I'm gonna at least get all this grass out of here or whatever grew. Because I'm not familiar with the bushes or anything like that. I would love to. And that's the plan in this journey. So that's that, y'all. I bring y'all over here so y'all can see. So this is what I have in here. I just spread it around for just a bottom layer. Like that's why I got gloves on, because y'all see that spider right there? Right here. Yeah. That's why I put on gloves. So, like I said, I don't know. I have these. They're not going to stay there. I'm just putting those here for now. So I can come out and start my seeds. I'll be starting them the 1st of September. I want to. And that'll get everything going, I feel like, really good. So let me hold y'all back up. I think I like this here. It adds more space. What do y'all think? What do y'all think of having that here? Instead of, so I can have this open. I think it's better. And then I have this little cart that I keep out here too. Ugh, more trash. I have this cart that I keep out here too. So I think that's a good setup. Bring y'all this way. I dropped some dirt right there. Never mind that. But I think this is a good setup. Like I said, I'm going to cut this tree down. I'm going to cut that tree down so it can be out of the way. And then I even have, then I don't know, like I said, what to do with this potting soil. I'm debating. I might just put a clip on it and put it in the garage. I don't know. Or I might toss it. What should I do with that potting soil? Y'all let me know. And then I have these. I'm going to just set in here for the time being for storage. And I'm going to promise myself that I'll be back to it. So this is the space right now that I'm working with, y'all. I think it's a pretty decent space. This is all that I'm working with. As far as now, like I showed you the layout of the patio, so I'll have room to expand and grow. Um, I'll definitely have room to expand and grow, but I don't have a backyard. Everything is on my patio. And then I also have this tote right here. We have we have a new puppy, and when I got him, he was very, very little. Like, he was so tiny. Now he's big, and he's too big for that. Too big for this. And this is what I used to use to wash him up in. Now he can just be on the patio, and I can just wash him up while he's sitting down. So I feel like that this would be another thing to grow in as well. So, like I said, once I cut this down, and you guys are just brainstorming with me. Once I cut this down, I'll be able to have that bucket for something. And we're going to just start everything off slow. And I'm not going to overwhelm myself. Like I always do. This, what I originally bought this for is to have like this salad bar type of thing that I had seen on social media. I got these little things. They are, y'all. Sorry, garden. But this is what happens when you don't tend to something. You'll lose even the process you had. So yeah, I have this bucket that I can grow some things in. I don't know what. I may save this bucket for like sweet potatoes or some type of potatoes and grow in, or carrots, some type of root vegetable I might save this bucket for. So y'all let me know if y'all think that's a good idea to save the bucket for like some root vegetables that I would want to grow. Once I get these things packed, down packed, my goal is to grow like only a couple of things and then work on how to learn how to use those things before I move on to something else, because I need to know how to really grow it, how to harvest it, how to store it, how to prep it. Like, I want to know that. So I'm starting off very, very small. This is very beginner friendly. Start some trees as well. When I had my house, I think I bought, I want to say about 5 trees altogether. And I would just buy one at a time. But they end up not growing, and I end up killing 5 trees. I don't know what's like, if our soil here is, it's treated like we're in a residential area. And so this time and point, so that just made me know that I don't want to use that soil. I'm not going to use that soil. I'll probably end up going to get me some like organic Miracle-Gro or something of that to just ease into it. Probably some organic, like I said, Miracle-Gro. I don't want to use anything that's our soil, that's native. So I wouldn't want to dig up anything over here and use it for my garden beds. When I get my trees this time around, so this was probably 3 years ago when I was buying fruit trees, and like I said, I ended up killing all 5 of them. I had peach trees, apple trees, and it was some places that was allowing me to get on with my food stamps. So we're going to definitely try to get our seeds with our food stamps. And so we're going to go food stamp shopping for that. But yeah, I killed 5 trees. And I think that had to do with the soil that I was trying to put them in, like in the ground in my backyard. And then I was leaving them in the container they were in. This time around, I'm not going to do that. Take these off. This time around, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually use the soil, get the perlite, get all of that, basically build the soil with purchasing what I need. And then I'm going to take it out of that pot all the way together, the little temporary pot it comes in, At first I was just cutting the bottom of it and setting them down on the ground so that the roots had time to like breathe. But I think when I set them down on the ground, like that they were with that open bottom, I think that they were getting destroyed or killed by something. And so I'm not going to do this time around. I will be literally having to feed them. I will be bringing, other than rainwater, but dirt, repotting, all of that will be me working those and growing those. So I want to start off with an apple. I would love to get a peach. So this is all kind of fall, winterish. I'm thinking my first plan when I was starting last year, I had wanted to make this like a garden salad, like a salad bed, like where basically it will grow tomatoes, it will grow lettuce, it will like something very cutesy. And so I wanted to have all of everything in this salad bar. Couldn't think of it. I had wanted to have all of this as like a salad bar, and it would have, you know, the strawberry, the tomatoes, the lettuce, the cucumber. It will grow everything in this one habitat, and I could just basically pick it and it would be a salad bar for aesthetics. But this is not for aesthetics. At this moment, this is about feeding my family. This is about being prepared. This is just really about not even preparation. This is about self-sufficiency. I'm sorry, like I don't want to go to the grocery store and spend $10 more on the same thing that I bought last year. Like now is $10 to $12 more, and sometimes it looks more dilapidated. It's smaller. It's horrible. So this is how I can start to take that control back into my own hands. So my now plan for this is for this to be my herbs. And I'll have to look and see like what herbs are aggressive, like where I wouldn't be able to put them in here, and what herbs I could really grow in here until maybe I get another one of these. And then I have another one of them L-shaped, kind of where this is. Then I could put the one that grows like aggressively or something in this. Also, if you guys have any suggestions on I have a real bad squirrel problem. Like, oh my God, they will lift up my trash can, be in the trash. Like, the squirrels take over here. I don't, like, the raccoons and stuff may come out at night, but it's like I have so many squirrels over here. And so right now is what I say. I'm starting September 1st. So I got about a week and a half before September 1st before I come out here. I'm going to start my seedlings in the house. So I have probably like 2 weeks to figure out what do I do to protect what I'm growing. And so if you guys have any suggestions, like I need something that can cover this, or something I could put over it that squirrels cannot get to. Like even if because I think they will even like bite a hole or rip open net. I don't know. But you guys can let me know what can I get to cover this up, because the squirrels will eat my lettuce and my cucumber before I have a time to get to it. So that's one thing that I want to focus on, is that and the protecting my garden that I'm growing. So this is what kind of the outside look like, the space we're working with right now, the beginning stages of a clean slate. Let's start over at a clean slate. So yeah, we have our stand right here. We have our garden bed right here with the things that we're going to be using for like seeds and growing those. I'll be cutting down this out the way, really clearing all of this stuff, all of these weeds and stuff out. I want all of this cleared out, and in a minute they won't have any leaves on them. They'll just be sticks once the winter come anyway. So I want to clear all of this out, and then I have this tote right here that I can use for root vegetables or some type of something. So y'all let me know what I can use that for. I just want to be able to use the whole depth of this and see how much I can grow out of this bucket. I can drill holes in it or whatever need be. And so, yeah, y'all, this is what we looking like. It's never too late to start over. Here was the inside. So just keep on going. Don't get discouraged. Even if you have to throw things away, start over new. Start over new. And I mean, I just always know that when you start over new, God brings it back better than it ever could have been. So until next time, y'all, I love y'all. Bye.